what did you see there actually?
Delegation.
Exactly. So delegation is happened there. And did he get the result he intended? Did he get the result he intended or no?
Yes, sir.
He got.
Yeah.
No, when first time he said that he did not understand. Second time, I don't know, whoever it is, he had to raise his voice. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So why does that happen?
Not happening. Again, he shouted him.
Not effectively delegated.
Yeah, where the problem is that the problem with the delegatee or the delegator?
Delegator.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. So all of us are on the same page that we understand by delegate. Let me explain you one simple fundamental logic behind delegation. The first thing which we should always remember is by delegating a job to somebody, your responsibility or accountability will not, you are not shying away from those. So you are still responsible for it and you are still accountable for the task. So the responsibility, so you are more careful now when you are delegating it to somebody else. Yes or no?
Yes.
So that's what we are going to learn today. How do we delegate to people? So, and even before getting into that, what are the benefits you get by delegating it?
Optimal utilization of resources, one thing, and get a focused intervention of somebody on a job.
Come again, focused attention.
Focused attention.
Okay.
Bhagitan sir,
Yeah.
can we discuss about first what is the delegation? Then we can go for the benefits or whichever way we want. Because first of all, we wanted to understand what is the delegation.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Somebody tell me what is the delegation?
Yeah, delegation. Yeah, this is Raz. Delegation mean to assign any work with the with authority to another person.
Yeah.
To carry out some activities.
Yeah.
And when you delegate the work, you are the responsible for result.
Yes.
You can't delegate your accountability.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have got the point. See, it is not just only assigning the task, you're also assigning them the authority.
Yes.
And the resource is what we're talking about. That's exactly what we are going to learn in today's session. How do we delegate? So let us understand the benefits of delegation. I mean, first thing is, yes, why do we delegate? I mean, is delegation only happens top to bottom or anywhere else also it happens?
Within years also.
Yeah. How does it happen? Any examples?
A colleague telling someone to do something on his behalf.
Yeah. Okay. You are.
Our voting system where we are all delegating to the who gonna rule us.
What is that? Your voting?
No, our voting system, I mean to say, where we are all delegating somebody to rule us. So.
Okay.
Hello.
I don't really.
Hello.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. That is a debatable topic. Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead, Abhishek.
Yeah, sir. For example, if I am going to my home place.
Yeah.
And there is some urgent work that is required to be done. So what I do is I delegate this particular work to say Ranjan. He's my team man. So colleague, I delegate him ki in my absence, you kindly look into these things as I am going, and he has all the authorities. Whereas, but the anything that means the final means accountability would be upon me. But in execution of that work, he has got all the authorities that I have.
Okay, fantastic. And you have actually pointed out the right way. See, it is just not only when you are in your absence. In some cases, what will happen, while you are performing your task in some areas where you are not really fully equipped to deliver, maybe technically you are not sound, or you don't have the capabilities to handle those challenges in your day-to-day task. So what you would do, you would actually delegate the task to somebody else, some of your friend or colleague, and then while he is doing it, you will also learn from him so that you develop your skill there. So that is also, we call it as a delegation. You are delegating your task to someone else so that you are able to learn from him. So that's also, we talk about delegating. And yeah, all of you have said about peer delegation, said about top to bottom delegation. And have you ever seen upward delegation?
Sometimes
also happens.
that bosses, the junior feels that he's having more, it's ample of job, so he can request his boss if he can do that.
Yeah, if he's handling something in an emergency manner, okay, where the delivery has to happen immediately, and he's handling those, and if he doesn't have, and there's another job which needs to be done at the same time, in case if he doesn't have anyone, and he would probably ask his boss or somebody to do the job. That is one way of it. And the other way of it is also, I mean, maybe if you have not delegated the task properly, then it will come back to you. It will be haunting you all the time as an upward delegation from your subordinate. So now when we're talking about, yes, all of you are exactly, you have given me the points. And when we say this, the benefits of delegation, as we have already spoken about, there are delegations, the benefits for the manager or supervisor, we have already discussed about. The benefits is he is able to manage his time better. It reduces his stress, yes or no?
Yes.
It reduces his stress, and then he will be able to manage his
Can't
time.
hear you.
Reduces workload also.
Yeah, obviously, right? I mean, see, workload is reduced and his stress is reduced. See, once your team is doing the job, so you can look upwards now.
Yes.
So that's where we say improve time management you have, and then the trust is also increased. Because what happens if you have delegated a task on somebody, and if he is done successfully, so what will happen now? His credibility is increased. Yes or no? Now you start trusting him. Oh, he is capable of handling this. So next time when you are delegating a task to him, what you will do, you will give him bigger tasks, bigger challenges, so that you start trusting him. So that's exactly what I mean by increasing trust. And then we also talk about employee benefits. What are those benefits for each one of us? As I said, it's not just only the manager or supervisor, because when I assign it to somebody else who has got better skills and better knowledge, I'm going to learn from them. I'm going to learn from them. And it also gives me a sense of achievement, because see, please do understand, when my job, which I am supposed to be doing it, I am getting it done by my colleague, and who is helping me in getting the job done. And finally, what is that? When you are projecting it, it is going to be your job which has been done successfully, isn't it? So you have that feeling of sense of achievement. Yes, I have achieved this. So today I have taken the support of it. Tomorrow I will be able to do it on my own. There is a challenge which you take for yourself. That's exactly. And definitely, yes, in the organizational level, we also talk about it increases the teamwork. Because once, if I am delegating a task to somebody, that means I trust you. As Abhishek or somebody, Rana was saying that, okay, when he is going out on leave, or maybe he's going to his house early, he's assigning the task to one of his colleague, and he's also giving him responsibility and authority. If anything goes wrong, and still Rana is responsible.
Yes, sir. Accountability is mine.
Yes, it's not the person whom he's delegated it. So now what is happening? That means there is a mutual trust among the team members. So you trust each other, and we are all working for the same goal. So we start trusting each other. So the organization gets benefited because of the teamwork. And of course, finally, we also talk about the productivity and efficiency which gets delivered. Isn't it? Now tell me one thing. Yeah, all this we have been talking about. Yes, delegating. Now, but why people, what are the kind of challenges people delegate? I mean, people find in delegating?
Non-clarity of job. It's when it is delegated, the job was not clearly told to subordinate.
No, I mean, that is when it comes to delegation there. But what are the challenges for you even before you start delegating the task?
The failure.
I feel that I have the expertise in that, so I don't want to delegate it.
Okay. The first problem where people always find is the challenges. What we see is whom can I delegate, or who is the person who can deliver this job for me, or when do I delegate the task? Is it the beginning of the task, or after some portion of it is done by me, and then will I delegate to him? And how do I delegate? These are the challenges every delegator will have. And as Mr. Rana was saying, okay, why we people don't delegate? Yes, why people don't delegate? These are the some of the points which you have said. Yes, Rana, you were saying me some points in why people don't delegate.
Sir, I think sir is saying, Anshul sir is
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, Anshul.
Yeah.
Yes.
Majorly because of lack of confidence in subordinate. That we don't find a confidence in subordinate that if we delegate, he will do.
Yes, you believe that you only can do it better.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
you
it can be lack of faith, right?
yes, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you believe you only can do it better, and you don't trust your team member, or you don't trust your subordinate who can do it. Okay, fantastic. What else?
Fear of failure.
Yes, fear of failure.
One major thing is lack of ability in superior itself to delegate. He doesn't
Insecurity.
know how to delegate.
There could be another reason. Yes, why my team member is not equipped to handle this, so I don't delegate. Fantastic. Anything else?
Insecurity of manager.
Yeah, that is one of the prime reasons we always see in the organizations, the loss of control. I feel if I delegate to somebody, I don't have control on the project. How do I have control? So I have that lack of control, that fear is always there. Or some, as Mr. Anshul also had said, Vipra had said, yes, insecurity of the manager. Yes, there are so many incidences where we see, the manager feels insecure if I delegate, if I give it to somebody, and if it fails, what will happen to my job? There is always those challenges. As somebody had said, that the task is too hard, he cannot do it, only I can do it. This is where most of the people struggle, because they think that the task is too difficult, and my subordinate doesn't have the enough capabilities to handle this. So why to give him the task? And even if I assign the task to him, I have to go and sit with him only all the time. He says, "Acha, I give him some other task and I will do it by myself." Yes or no? Many times we do this. That's where I said it is too hard to deliver the task and we don't delegate. And then we also talk about, yes, if I do it probably, or if you do it, it might take only 15-20 minutes job, let us say. And if you give it to some of your colleague, he might take it to deliver in 2 hours. So it takes a lot of time for him to complete it. So you don't have that much of time. I don't want to delegate the task. As we already have said, nobody can do it as good as I can. That's my capabilities. Then exactly, I have said loss of control. Then of course, yeah, sometimes as we also see, yes, my team member also is busy in doing something, then also I don't delegate. Yeah, he's already busy with something else, why should I delegate to him now? Okay. And please do understand, this is where compromising your own values. What does it mean? Have you understood what I meant here? Compromising your own values. Yes, gentlemen, you are there? Anyone? If you notice there, I have just last point which I mentioned as compromising your own values, and that also makes people not delegate. Any example for that?
So it may be because of the lack of faith in subordinate. Sometimes we feel that the integrity wise he is not perfect, and the superior is too much on us. So that's why he doesn't want to compromise on that values.
Yeah, integrity part, or sometimes what will happen, maybe you are a perfectionist and you want to deliver in a perfect manner all the time, and whereas that other gentleman is not so serious about perfection. His value system is मुझे time पे खत्म करके देना है बस, whether it is done successfully, whether it is done efficiently or not, but काम हो जाना चाहिए, बस काम हो गया करके एक tick mark डालना उधर. But whereas your values might not be the same. Your values is when I have done the job, it should be perfect, and you should not go back to that scene again tomorrow. Your value system might say that. So there is always a challenge. Oh my! If you look at these teams, because all the people, as somebody had said, integrity. Okay, all that if you look at, or maybe is he going to follow the principles and the rules what we actually are supposed to follow, or he is going to look for some shortcuts and deliver the job? I'm scared. So that's where I don't delegate. And yes, this is where I always, yeah, Srinivas.
Yeah, in Indian scenario, you see, the mother-in-law will not delegate the power to sister-in-law. Practicing the same way she is expecting to practice sister-in-law also. If she not practice in the same way, she don't like it. The same way in so many organizations, the people have worked 30 years, 40 years in the same style. In the juniors has come, they don't want to change it. They do not work.
Daughter-in-law, I suppose, not sister-in-law.
Yeah. So you're right to some extent. Yes, we also do the same. Okay. Now let me ask you. I have actually mentioned there, never delegate a task, delegate the outcome. And can anybody elaborate on this?
Means that authority of the task is to be delegated, not the responsibility of it. As somebody said initially also, the responsibility will not be shifted. The responsibility will remain with the superior. But the authority, the superior will going to transfer the authority of doing that task to his subordinate.
Okay. Some more? Anybody else?
No, the motive of delegation should be the result, not just giving the task.
Okay. Something else. Yeah. Anybody else who can probably add some more value onto it? This statement. If we understand this statement well, then you are a master delegator.
Hello.
Yes.
Basically, you
Delegate the result. I believe outcome is a result.
Yes.
You
Yeah. Of course.
you're delegating a
so
task
you
to a team.
you declare the result.
Yeah.
Declare the result. This is what I want, and see, these are the modules what I feel which you could approach and get this, and you can better it always. That's what you would say to your colleague or somebody whom you are doing.
Okay.
Decision making. You are delegating the task with ownership of the work. Means like you can take a decision on that and come out.
Okay. Some more. I want people to delve on
After
this.
after delegate any task, like if the person to whom this task is delegated, so if he gives a good result or
Yeah.
outcome is good, then like projected person like upfront, he is the achiever. He is the person who complete this task and come with a good result. Is it?
Partially, yes. Some more. I want people to dwell on this. I want people to discuss about, debate this point, and then if you do this, then you are a master delegator, be it your friend, be it your colleague, or be it your boss, or be it your subordinate.
Giving the subordinate full authority of doing it, not a partial of it, but giving him the full responsibility, giving the full authority to do it.
Okay, Rana ji, right?
Anshul sir.
Yeah, Anshul. Yeah. See, like I think you were there last time when we talked about responsibility, accountability, and ownership. If you were there, right? So let us not confuse between those two words of responsibility and accountability. They are two different words altogether. Okay, and but unfortunately, what happens is when we speak, we actually interchange those words. They have different meanings altogether. So if you are able to understand that difference there, and you will be able to explain me this statement which I have made here. Maybe I
Hello.
want some more people to come out on this, and then I want their views on this.
Hello.
Yes.
Delegation with motivation.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Yeah.
Sir, never delegate a task, delegate the outcome means whenever you are delegating any work to someone, you don't have to delegate the task. You have to tell in what manner you want to do that and what outcome you are expecting on that task.
Okay. You are 60%. You are right. Some
Hello.
more answers for this.
Hello.
Yeah, Abhishek.
Sir, by this statement, it seems to be it should be as per my understanding.
Yeah.
It is that you not only delegate the task, but you also delegate the authority to chart the way to achieve. Means you should means give him the power, means authority also, how you do it, when you do it, and what course you take.
Yeah, you are now. I would probably, if I have to rate you, you are 75 to 80%. You are right now.
Might be a thought process.
Delegation is not only shifting the responsibility,
Yeah.
it is a shifting of power and result also.
Okay, a little
Sir,
more on this.
if we are delegating some work or something to someone and we motivate him, like yes, you are the person, I'm delegating it to you. You can do it, and you can give a good result. A motivation kind of thing we can give to our subordinate.
Okay, motivation agreed. See, I'm only hearing only those 5-6 names, but I want other people to add value to this statement. A lot of other people.
Hi,
Yes.
Raj, this side. Delegation, this type of mean when you give some delegation to some work, then allow him to do his own, not direct him to you do like this.
Yeah. So
Spoon
how to do
feeding,
it?
hand
So
holding
that
is not
means
required.
that means how to do it is also is his choice of doing it. So
Exactly.
yes, that's why I said when the Kavya or somebody had given me the answer, I said you are 75% right. Yes, you are 75% right, Abhi.
Sir,
See, I want some more
basically
people to. I mean, no, not the same set of people. I want the other people to come out of this. There are so many other people. We are almost having how many people? We are having only 46 people. I want people to respond on this. Not those Abhishek, Raj Gambhir, Rana, Anshul, Abhinav, Priyanka, Kavya, leaving these people. Yes, there are so many other people who can.
This is Rajesh here.
Yeah, Rajesh.
Hi, this is Rajesh here.
Yes, Rajesh.
I think when we delegate a job to someone, it is with confidence that the concerned person, he or she, will be able to deliver the task. So basically, when we deliver, when we give them a job to do, basically the only things that we have to tell them is, one, though we have the confidence that they know how to do the job, then we don't have to tell them how the job has to be executed. Ultimately, it just depends upon the outcome. That's the end result. When do we want it, and who is this going to?
Yes.
So, and of course,
How is that done? Is you are leaving it to his choice.
yes, it is up to him.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely yes. That's where I said you are 75% to 80% only. You finished. For you, I want this. What is that 100% you will get in this statement?
Sir,
All of you are
sir,
right.
Arun,
All
sir,
of you are giving me yes. Yeah, Arun.
Arun, sir, we need to check exactly with the person that can he do it before we delegate.
Yeah, fine. Okay. After assuming that he is able to, he is capable of doing it.
Okay.
Even if it could be the same with your colleague also. You are assigning a task to your friend. You are going out of office one day. You are assigning the task to him. Okay. And that's where I said never delegate the task. I always say you just delegate the outcome. So now what will happen when you do this? Some more thought process. Some more people.
Sir, Abhinav here.
Yes, Abhinav.
Sir, if someone is delegating something by the statement that you have made here, delegate the outcome. You just tell him that the delegator should only tell him that I need say 5 sales at the end of the month.
Yeah.
That's the outcome.
Yeah.
So he, like Kiran sir has told me to get only 5 sales per month.
Yeah.
That's the outcome. He has never asked me, you do 100 calls per day, you do 10 calls per day. That's how he is delegating the task. But at the same time, he is not saying that you need to do this. You need to follow this rule only to achieve that task.
Perfect.
Just told me to the. He has just given me the outcome, and at the end of the month, we are delivering as per that. That's how this delegation has to be done.
Okay, I said you are still 75-80%. You are right.
So,
All of you are right. Huh? Nobody is given me any wrong answers. But we have not got full 100%. Maybe two more chances I will give. Yes, anybody can.
Sir,
add.
Anil here.
Yes,
Anil here, sir.
Yes, Anil.
Yeah, sir. What I understand from this statement to never delegate a task, delegate the outcome, means make the delegatee the owner.
Yeah.
Make him the owner of the task. Don't guide him how to get the work done. He will achieve it through his own process and get the achieved result what you are looking at.
Yeah. Fantastic, Anil. And see, when you are making him the owner of the job where we talked about and how he is going to achieve it, actually what happened here, you are also making him accountable to the task which is actually supposed to do it now.
Right.
The accountability, you are making him accountable. See, but please do understand, it doesn't mean that your accountability, you are getting rid of your accountability. You are still accountable for the results. But by doing this, what will happen is when you are assigning a task to him and delegating the outcome to him, and then you are also making him realize how he is going to do it, what is that way he is going to achieve it, all that he is going to, he has his own choices of making things, but ultimately he is delivering it to you. So what is that he is going to do? Yes, this is what is my result. Now, the moment he says that this is the result, I am going to give it to you. Now, who is going to saying that? He is saying it, this is the outcome, I am going to deliver it to you. So that means he is also become accountable for the delivery. So every time, if you are only assigning a task, please understand this. That's why I said this statement gives you 100% meaning of delegation. If you assign a task to somebody, what is that we are doing is we are only assigning the responsibility to him. When you delegate the outcome or the result, you are also making him accountable for that. Then how to do it, what to do it, and what not to do it, all that will come in the process where we're talking about now. So how we are going to do this now? How do we delegate this outcome? That's what we are going to learn today. The moment you delegate the outcome, that means that person is also accepting that accountability of that result. How we are going to do it? That's what we are going to learn today. There's a simple acronym which we created. How to delegate a task. Yes, all of you have already given me right answers and good structure. Also, somebody had given me that, and I put them into one process. So let us understand what we are talking here. When I say if you are assigning a task, be it your colleague or be it your subordinate, it doesn't matter. Okay, what is that first thing we are doing? We are actually introducing the task to him. Okay, and anybody, any guesses? What is that D will stand for? Just guess it, no problem. You may be right, may not be right.
Demand. It could be discussion.
Discussion, or I would probably
Demand the result.
not the demand.
Hello.
I would actually
Dedication.
Define the task.
Actually, I am introducing the task. We have already introduced the task to him. Actually, what I am doing is I am demonstrating what needs to be done.
So deadline, sir?
No, demonstrating what needs to be done. Actually, here what I am trying to do is why that task needs to be done. Actually, I am going to explain him why, the objectives, why is the job needs to be done. Okay, then we talk about ensure understanding of the task. Did he understand what you have said? Yes. If it is done, then allocate authority, information, and resources. How we are going to do it, we'll learn this now. I'm going to discuss that. Then finally we say let go. Then S stands for support and monitor. So it doesn't just leave it there, but your job, once you have delegated, so you also should support and monitoring it. Because as Abhinav was saying, See, Abhinav, as you have said, okay, if your boss had given you a task of delivering 5 results, 5 sales in a month, okay, and he's given you, he's not told you how to do it, what to do it, it is your choice, your way of whether you do by 100 calls or you do by 2 calls in a day. If he is not bothered about that, so, and if he says, okay, end of the month you have to do it, and if he comes up and talks to you at the end of the month and realizes that, okay, you have done only 1 sale, what will happen to his accountability?
Correct. No, that's what he supports and monitor on every phase. Like he takes a call after every 3 days that, okay, how much have you done? How is it? How is the means lead base? How many prospects you have created in the funnel? So all those things. That's how the support and monitor aspect goes on. He asks if I need to talk to any customer in person. So that's the support. And the monitoring he does every 2 to 3 days. Like he asks us, what is the report? Tell me the report.
Yeah. And for all of you, there is another statement. This is one of my tagline. I always would love to use that. And if you can ask them, don't tell them. Anybody can understand that?
Please repeat.
If you can ask them, don't tell them. Anybody, if you can ask them, don't tell them. Your thoughts on this statement.
So there are scenarios when the colleagues who are working, probably even junior.
So maybe you're trying to now tell us that, when you don't know, you have to ask him.
Okay, some more. Yeah.
So
Rajesh. Yes, Rajesh.
if we
sorry, continue.
Go ahead, Rajesh. Go ahead.
Something similar like what my previous colleague said, that when you're working in a team, that you are reporting or you are reporting to someone, there are cases when you are not expert in everything. You are there for a specific job. So when there's a job at hand, there are cases where you cannot tell them what has to be done. So to get a better result, it is always necessary that you can also ask them and take their valuable guidance to understand how best to move into that to get a desired result.
Okay, some more. You are right, partially, but not fully. Anybody else? Any other?
Yeah, ask Sir Venkat here. Asking them how is going to execute this task instead of we telling them do it this way.
Yeah. What is the benefit you get? You are right, Venkat. What is the benefit you get by doing that?
I mean, the positive thinking. I mean, he feels that, okay, we have confidence on them. That's why we are asking how we wanted to do it.
Yeah, fantastic. And some more?
We'll get varieties of ideas.
See, please understand, okay, and most of the time today, we are dealing with a lot of millennials also. Okay, I'm sure many of you have children at home. Now, if you go and tell your son or daughter, don't do this, what they do actually?
They will do.
They will do it.
Same thing.
Yeah. If you go and tell them, no, you should not do it this way, you should only do it this way. What they will do? Will they do it? Will they follow what you have said? What is the answer you get immediately?
Not follow.
What is the answer you get immediately?
No, sir.
The hesitance is there.
They will say yes, but they will not follow.
No, they will say, I know it. You don't have to tell me. I know how to do it. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, the simple logic which I am trying to say here is, if you tell them what they should do, the job is yours. If you ask them, okay, this is the result I want, and how you will do it, how you can execute this. If you ask him what is that he is going to do, he will give his own ideas. Now you tweak how he is going to deliver it. Now you help him in coming out into your path, but still let it make it. It should look like as if it is his own idea how to deliver it. Are we there?
Yes.
If you make it look like it is his own idea, then automatically what will happen? It is his job. Now he takes the ownership of delivering it. Otherwise, if you tell him what he should do, what is that going to happen is, he's only looking up to you every time, and he says it is still your job only, your boss's job or your colleague's job, not his job. That's why I always say, if you can ask them, don't tell them. If you are delegating a task to him, go and tell them, this is this is what is the outcome I wanted. Now, can you tell me how will you do it? Yes, one idea, two ideas, three ideas. Fine. And if any of those which is filing into your line or line of thought is fine. Otherwise, you ask him, okay, why don't you think in this direction? Actually, last time when we have done this, this is how it has been done successfully. Now, what will happen? He will explore more. So now what is that we are trying to do? We are actually creating interest in the task for him. Now he will come out and say, yes, sir, this is how I can do it. Now, fine, fantastic. Go ahead. What support you need for that? Now he will probably give a list of things. This is what I need support. Now, what is that happening now? By doing it, he is actually taking the ownership of it. That's where I said, you make him accountable. Now the accountability, he says, I will. Then you ask him, but when can you complete this? When will you be able to finish this? You don't tell him, I want you to finish this by 5 o'clock today. You ask him when this can be completed. If he tells you tomorrow 2 o'clock, fine, but you want that to be completed by 5 o'clock. Yeah, the customer is actually going to come to the site today. So he is coming at 5 o'clock. What is that we need to do to finish it by 5 o'clock? Now what will happen? He will say, yes, sir, I need one extra person. Maybe I need 1-2 hours of extra job, or I have to stay back till late in the 7 o'clock. Fine, that's okay. Now you empower him. So now it is because it is coming out of his mouth. He is saying it. What time you can complete it? You are only telling him, I want it by 5 o'clock. If you tell him, I want you to complete by 5 o'clock, it will never happen by 5 o'clock. Please do understand this. You might put a lot of pressure on him to complete at 5 o'clock. Instead, you ask him, what time will you be able to complete this? He will come out with a time, and then you tweak that again. You have to reframe your sentences so that he will come back and give you the same answer what you were anticipating him to give. So by doing this, what will happen? It is actually making him accountable because it is coming out of his mouth. Are we there? Are we there?
Yes, sir.
Does that make sense? Does that make sense to? I'm sure many of you have.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Rajan here.
Yes, sir.
Sir, Rajan here.
Yes, Rajan. Yeah.
It means, sir, in delegation, when we are delegating a job, we should keep track on it, but we should not interfere the way he is doing.
Yes. You ask him. See, sometimes what will happen? He may not be fully equipped to deliver that. You have to still probably be supporting him at time to time. But what we are trying to do is by asking that question, how you are going to do it? Can you tell me how you are going to do it? So what is going to happen? He starts owning the task. If he owns the task, then you don't have to follow up with him. You know he's going to complete it. Otherwise, what will happen? You have to be micromanaging the task. Because the task is not his, it is still your task only. My boss ne bola tha. Or my colleague had asked me to do it. So it always remains your task. It will never become his task. If you ask him how you are going to do it, and this is what I want you to probably, I'm actually expecting this result, you tell me how it can be done, or by when it can be completed. Now we say some other reasons, okay, then I need this. Fine, you have to finish this by 5 o'clock today. You cannot excuse till tomorrow. So now you ask him, I understand you are saying till tomorrow 2 o'clock, but yes, unfortunately the customer is coming tomorrow morning 10 o'clock here, so we need to complete it before we leave the office today. So how it can be done? What you need? See, even then you also ask him, we have given him the time now. I mean, we said 5 o'clock it needs to be done, or before you leave it has to be done. Now what is that we are trying to do? We are only asking him, empowering him. Okay, anyway, I know it will probably take some time, and if it has to be completed by today at any cost, what is that extra support you need from me? What is that you need so that we get completed, this task get completed today? Now empower him with that. So even then what will happen? If you empower him also, automatically the task is still his. He is still holding the task. It is his own task right now. Otherwise, he will always be looking up to you every time. He has anytime any hurdle comes. If you don't do this, what will happen? A small hurdle, he will come to you. Another hurdle, he will come to you. So what will happen? Instead, you actually, my first slide we talked about, you will be able to manage your time better. Now, unfortunately, what will happen? Two people doing the same task now. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now both you and your delegate both are doing the same task because we have not done it in the right direction, right way. That's the challenge we always see. That's why I said we should know how to delegate. When I am saying introduce the task, use what and why statements. Please, I am assigning the task to him, and I am also telling this is what is the result I am expecting, and that why statement. Why the task is to be completed? Because tomorrow my customer is going to visit the site. Yes, are we there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hear you, sir.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes, sir.
So if you tell him that why do we want this task to be completed, that means yes, you know, as I always say, if the objective, any task, any job which is being done, what is the objective, why that has to be done? If you make it clear to the person, then he will be able to do it. Otherwise, you don't give him the objectives, you don't tell him that, and you are only assigning a bits and pieces of task. So he will never take the ownership of the task. He'll only comes back to you again and again and again. So what?
Sorry, echo is coming.
Yeah. I'll just leave and reconnect. Is that the same for everybody?
Yes, sir, it is breaking.
Yeah,
Your voice is breaking.
Mohit has to mute.
Yes, sir. Your voice is breaking.
Mohit has to mute.
Not all the places, maybe the internet. To me, it is clear.
Yeah, I think only for few people it is, because I'm able to listen to the people here.
Now it is
Your voice is continuously breaking, sir. That's
Yeah, is that clear now?
Yes, clear. Yes.
now okay.
Yeah, use what is that you want, the outcome, and why you want it. What you want and why you want it. This is what we are trying to do at the introducing stage. Introduce the task to him, and then we talk about demonstrate clearly how it is done earlier, or the explain the objectives, what needs to be done, what is the purpose of doing this, and probably what we are also telling him is discuss the timelines and they set a deadline. And please, this is where you got to be very, very careful while you are assigning him. You don't tell him how to do the job. Ask him how it can be done better. If you tell him how to do the job, then your job is only, he will come back to you again and again and again, because he will stop using his own brains. Instead, you ask him how you are going to do it. You assign the task. Okay, gentlemen, I want you to complete this finishing task of this flat by today evening. Now, how you are going to do it, you ask him. How that can be done. So he will come out with, yes, sir, I'll probably have these two guys coming here. I'll hire those guys. I'll get this cleaning arrangement. I'll get this done. So I'll get this painting done. So he'll have his own ways of doing it. Now you assess whether he's in the right direction thinking or not. If there is a lag in that, then you suggest him. Okay, can that be a little better than this? Or do you have a better people than him? Ask him only. So that's exactly what we are trying to do in the demonstrate the task. And then you set the timelines. When I say set the timelines, you again ask him. You don't give the deadline. If you give the deadline, it can be, most of cases they'll say, sir, it is not completed, sir. Abhi thoda time lagega. You ask him when you want to do it, and you tell him, I want this to be completed. You tell me what do you need to finish this task before this time. So that's exactly what I meant by demonstrating clearly. Are we there? Do you all agree with me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And then I said ensure understanding, because see, once you have narrated what you want, ask your delegatee, yes, what is that you are expected to do now? Let him restate what you have told him in his own words. So that makes you clear how did he understand the whole thing. Ask him. Then you ask him, okay, he will rephrase it in his own words. If everything is intact as you have told me, fantastic. Okay, very good, excellent. You have understood this. Now you tell me. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Now you tell me by when this can be completed. You take the commitment from him, and then you also don't wait till that date. Okay, fine. And if he says, sir, by tomorrow evening I am going to complete this task. This task is going to be completed in next 2 days. Fine, fantastic. You know it will anyway take 2 days time. So you don't wait till 2 days. Okay, now since you have said this already, now you ask him, okay, fantastic, Abhinav, you are able to do it by tomorrow evening. Okay, fine. Now let us also set up the review mechanism for this. Let us have 2 reviews. One is by today evening and by the second one is tomorrow afternoon. So you set the timelines for your review mechanism. So by what time you are going to review this? Evening 5 o'clock. Shall we have a first review and then tomorrow at 2 o'clock? Because tomorrow evening 5 o'clock the task has to be completed. If you don't do this review mechanism and if you wait till tomorrow morning, what will happen? You might be heading for a surprise. And we get into a panic situation because the job is not completed. So have a review mechanism clearly set in place in collaboration with your delegatee. So by doing this, what is that going to happen? By setting the review mechanism,
we will
You
know
will
exactly.
not get surprised at the end of the day.
Yeah,
that
that is
the
one.
target is not achieved, or you are only lacking long back behind the schedule.
Yes, that is
We
one
will
of.
know where exactly we stand.
Yeah, you know where he is against the deliverables. How much progression he is in. Yes, fantastic. What else we know?
Sir, work perform on time.
Performing on time. Very good. What else? What are the other benefits?
Keep track on the work also.
Yeah, you are able to track the work. Yes. Some more examples. Some more benefits.
Anything need to be changed or get in addition, then we can do that.
See, I'm sure all of you would agree with me about something called as micromanagement.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
What is micromanagement?
Checking on them
Managing
each and every
the
time.
smaller aspect of the entire thing.
No, if you have assigned him the task, which he is going to complete it in 1 day, you are going to
Keep
him
on
every,
checking.
you are going to him every 2 hours. हो गया क्या रे? कहाँ तक पहुँचा है? कब तक complete? You keep asking him what is that going to do? What he is going to do?
He's going to get irritated and
He will
time
get
waste.
irritated. He will get irritated. Now please understand that. Now please understand that by doing this, what is happening? Your task is also not out of your mind. You have delegated the task to him, but still not gone out of your mind. So now will you be able to focus on where you are actually supposed to put your effort on?
No, sir.
No.
You are still worried what is happening here. So you are neither there nor here. So by setting up this review mechanism, by assigning the task, by asking him how he is going to do it, and then asking him to set the timelines for that, then you also ask him, okay, let us have a review mechanism. Okay, if the task is so important for you, very closely need to be monitored, yes, you probably set one more review time. You see, instead of 2 reviews, you will probably have 3 reviews. That's okay, but you set a review time so that he is peaceful. He is peaceful, and he is also aware that okay, my boss is going to come to me or my colleague is going to ask me at 2 o'clock how this job, where we are. So I need to show some progress before 2 o'clock. So he is challenged to show the progress. You are getting the job done. So that's exactly what we say. You're ensuring understanding. How you understand? How did you understand? Ask him to rephrase it. Then ask him when he's going to complete it. Take the commitment from him, and how he is going to, or when we are going to have the review mechanism. That's what we are trying to do here. Once we have done this, then you ask him, yes, gentlemen, now since this is the outcome we are going to get, and now tell me now what is that you need from me? What kind of authority? Yes, without authority, if you delegate the task, it is not a delegation. You need to delegate authority also to him. If he has to just take some decisions, you have to. Or if you are expecting him, if you trust that man, you may have to accept that. And he will take his. Yeah, there could be some challenges. Sometimes he might fail. He might fail, but that's okay. That's how he will also learn. And if it is not costly mistake, then let him learn. Give him that opportunity to learn by his own ways, so that you are safe next time. Today you might have to struggle a bit, but tomorrow he becomes master in that. So allocate that authority and resources. What is that? It could be money, it could be people, or it could be material. What he needs, allocate them. And sometimes you also see access to information. Information is not passed on, but you are asking him to do the job. And that poor fellow will be running all the places to get that information. And sometimes he also doesn't know what information he needs to procure. And in case if you feel this man doesn't have the capabilities to handle in a particular way, give him that small little training, how it can be done. Yes, I know you are capable of handling this, and I am sure you will find a challenge at this particular place. Let me explain you. Once it comes there, you give me a call. I will come there and show you how it can be done. I will provide you the basic training for you. Once it reaches to that stage, give him that. Allocate that authority, resources, and okay. And then finally, when I say let go, yeah, let go. Simple words. Let go. He might go wrong. That's okay. It might only happen once, but he will learn. Next time it becomes much more easier for you. Don't get into micromanaging. Let them work, let them work, let them work. Whatever support he needs, you give him that support. It could be technical, it could be people, anyone, anything. Or where he gets stuck, you tell him, okay, gentlemen, I am there to solve your problem. I will help you solving your problem. And your job also is to ensure praise the progress. When I say praising the progress, I'm sure all of you will understand appreciating and praising. So what is the basic difference you will find in appreciating somebody and praising somebody?
Praising, that can be false as well. It's not required. Appreciating for the job to be, which is to be completed.
Yeah. Okay. Very good point. Any other? Any other points would like to add here? Difference between praise and appreciate. When will you praise somebody? When will you appreciate somebody?
No, appreciation is something when you got the expectations met.
Yeah.
You'll appreciate it. When you exceed the expectations by your job, by bettering it or doing it faster or achieving it in a better way, so you will prize him, stating that good job, and then you can say this is done in a better way. So you can always give no.
Yeah. Some more, little more. If you see, praise is always, usually praising is done in front of people. You don't praise somebody when he is alone with you. Usually. Yeah, you might appreciate him when he's alone with you. Also, you might be in the people. Also, you might appreciate him. You have a good job done. I might appreciate him. But when I am doing praising, and appreciation is always done after the job is done. Whereas praising, even much before he is proceeding for the job, also you might praise him. Yes, man, you are capable of doing it. I'm praising it. And you have the capabilities. You have done it last time, and you are going to do it. You can do it. Now I'm praising him. And usually, praise is always done among the people, when he is with the people, so that boosts his energy. So you keep praising his progress. If he is doing something successfully, he is achieving the timelines, then you go and appreciate him and you go and praise him. Fantastic, man, very good, well done job. and you are very short now. I mean, no, you only 2 hurdles more, you will be able to complete this task on time. Praise that and give him that support what he needs as per your schedule. And you also tell him, if you need any support, you please do come to me, I will be there. But you don't solve the problem for him, let him solve his own problems. If you solve, he will never learn. Again and again he will come back to you only. Allow him to solve his own problems. But to solve with the problem, support him. Isn't it? So how do we keep control on the task? As we always have said, brief your team members when you have assigned the task. Okay, this is what I want you to do here. I mean, I want you to complete this task for me. And you tell me, doubts hai, anything you do, let me know. Please, I am available for your questions. Anything you can ask me, and never micromanage that. And then, yes, how you are going to do it? Ask for different solutions. And let us understand this. If you are able to understand these stages of delegation, we talk about 5 stages of delegation here. I do is realization, because I am doing it, I realize it. I do, you watch. I am doing it. I want you to watch me doing it. So it is an observation for you. Then we do together, that becomes a collaboration. Now you do, I watch, is a evaluation. Finally you do it, it is a delegation. These are the stages. You have been doing the task, you are successful there. Now you want somebody else, your subordinate or your team member to do it. What you do, you call him and you ask him, gentlemen, I want you to watch while I am doing this. Can you observe me here? Now he will observe you. Then you ask him, okay, let us do it together. So he will start doing it with you, along with you. Then that becomes a collaboration between you and him. Now once he becomes little, he understood the task, how it has to be done. Then you stand by him and you ask him, okay, let me see, how will you do it? You do it now in front of me. Now he is doing it and you are observing it. Now what does that happen? You are actually evaluating his abilities there. Once you are successful, once you know he has done it better, now next time onwards, you can delegate the task to him. Yes, are we there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. The secret of success is not in you doing everything, but in recognizing the right person to do it.